Definitely Baba Yaga mixed with the Pied Piper. Hi, welcome to Spoiler Alerts. I'm Kelsey. Here I rate movies on a scale of 1 to 5 in 5 categories based on the chain of events, characters, creativity, cinematography, and then I do one overall score. So let's get into it. Okay, so today I will be reviewing the highly anticipated psychological thriller Weapons, which is written and directed by Zach Cregger, who also directed Barbarian, which is like the sleeper hit from a few years ago. Okay, so let's get into the chain of events. If you don't know, this movie is about a classroom full of kids who disappear in the middle of the night, and everyone's like, what happened to my kids? That's essentially it, and then it's just the aftermath of that incident. So, now the way they told this story, I think was really cool, especially for like a thriller type of movie. Like, they built up the suspense and like uneasiness of it, and they told the story through each of the characters' perspectives, so we really got to see the motives and behind the scenes of why the characters felt the way they felt, which I think is really nice, because we got to, I think, see like a full view of the story, which was cool. So I like that. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 because I don't want to spoil it. The ending was...
What do you mean?
Okay, so let's get into these characters though. Like, I literally felt like everybody and their mom was in this movie. Our main characters were Josh Brolin, Julia Garner, Carrie Christopher, and Benedict Wong. Did a great job. Josh Brolin, the actor that you are, I thought he did a great job. Super believable. I believed his loss. I believed his hurt. I was super into it. I think he did great. Julia Garner was not my favorite first, but then I realized she was doing white people shit, but that was what her character was supposed to be doing. So I was like, okay, girl, I see you. And also, she is the hardest sleeper in the world. If you know, you know. Benedict Wong, amazing job, amazing job. He did so good. I love how the character that he brought to the screen. But this little boy, Carrie Christopher, let's watch out for him. I think he did a really good job of just showing the emotions, being upset, being angry, being all of the things. In the end, you're just like, but this is still like a little boy. And he did that super well. I don't know if I explained that right. In my head, it made sense.
Child. Anyway, so
for creativity, I'm definitely giving it a 4 out of 5, just because the way that they built up the uneasiness throughout the movie was great. And I also think this movie is a beautiful depiction of the different levels of loss, because the director said that he wrote this film after he lost a close friend of his, and this is kind of his way to vent and just get that energy out there, and it's evident. Like, we get to see that in many different aspects. I think having that being the main like synthesis of this horror film was a really good job. Think of the movie Prisoners. This film definitely took inspiration from that in the sense of the tone. Now, they did make it a little bit lighter with some more comedic moments. Don't get me wrong, this is definitely Baba Yaga mixed with the Pied Piper.
What? Girl, don't play with me in here.
So for the cinematography, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5, mainly because I feel like he fully captured this small town living and how he showed darkness and just the forest, and the way he showed that I think was really beautiful, and that kind of added to the eeriness of it. So overall, I'm gonna give it like a 3.5 out of 5. Like, I really enjoyed this. I think it was a good psychological thriller. I did want a little bit more from that ending, because you had all this build up to like, what you mean? So I did want a little bit more, but I still liked it, and I think y'all should watch it. So that's all I got. So until next time, bye.